Okay, so it's come out. It's official now that the cause of death for Chris Cornell is death by hanging, suicide by hanging. Okay, so here's the deal: is now that that has come out, I've had a few. Okay, but this is the only. Now I'm confident enough to fucking tell you people, and I'm sorry if there are any people who don't like the language I'm using. Sorry, I apologize. And that might seem hypocritical here in a moment, but I just want to say, I better not have my fucking Facebook feed littered with all of this. I'm pretty sure there has to have been some foul play. There's no way he would hang him. There's no way he would kill himself. Stop it. Stop that shit. All right? We heard that shit when Robin Williams died. Now, I probably should have looked it up quickly before I shot this, but as we all know, now it's in July. I know for a fact that in July it'll have been 3 years since we lost Robin Williams. That not only did he suffer from depression and was he an alcoholic, but he was actually misdiagnosed with Parkinson's disease because he had another disease of which the symptoms usually found with clinical depression. So I remember I had to hear that shit. I had to hear that shit when Robin Williams died. That he had friends and family and adulation and respect. Listen, okay, I'll be honest with you. I've never been clinically diagnosed with anything. I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to gluten and lactose, but I've never been diagnosed with gluten intolerance or lactose intolerance. Just like I've never been diagnosed with depression. My brother has been treated with he's been treated for depression, and he has actually been recently diagnosed. I don't really want to. I probably shouldn't mention all that shit just because he's my brother. But like the thing is he's been treated for that kind of stuff, and he exhibits the exact same symptoms as of depression. Just depression. Like you hate your life, you want to fucking die, and nothing that you could. Depression is a mental disorder. You know what I mean? Like it's something that you really can't help. You can treat it, but you can't necessarily. If it goes untreated, you can't. It's not like as easy as some people think out there, where you got people every day who. And this is the thing is, I'm not mad at people who are not diagnosed with depression or who don't have it. And I'm not angry. I'm not jealous. I don't have a problem with people like that overall. But when they think that you could just smile or just think positively, it's not that fucking easy. I'm sorry. And that's what bothers me. Is like to these overwhelmingly optimistic people, they think that that's all it is just think positively. And it unfortunately isn't that easy. And then, because I've been pretty much fighting suicidal thoughts since I've at least been 13. Both of my parents can attest to that, unfortunately. But the thing is you know what? I remember my mom telling me I felt the exact same way when I was your age. And later on, that's when I realized, hey, and I studied things a little bit more, and I've read about depression and what it does to people, and just having lived it, I understand like what really, how you really feel, and how it could really affect you, and how it's not really your fault. I mean, you can treat it, but like you want so easily to just blame yourself, and a lot of times you just want to blame other people. You just want to blame everybody, But you do have these moments where you have moments of clarity and understanding and self-awareness, where you realize it's not really you and it's not them. Like you can get help, but see, there are times when people, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they say shit like, there's no fucking way that like somebody who has everything could just fucking kill themselves and take it all away. Oh, they're selfish. They're fucking selfish because I understand that, like, when you love somebody, you want to be around them, you want to experience them all the time, and when they kill themselves, they're taking themselves away from you. You know, and it's like I've always really had a problem with people who have said, "Oh, they're being selfish." You know, and it's like, the thing is like, for the most part, people who suffer with depression, they're not the most open people. Because in the end, they're some of the most unselfish people. They're thinking about everybody but themselves. They don't want to burden everybody with their suicidal thoughts. You don't want to just, when someone's like, "Hey, how's it going?" You're like, I seriously hate my life right now. Like, and I just wish I could just tell everybody right now to go fuck themselves. And I wish I can throw a hot coffee in your face. But I know you don't want to hear that, so I'm not going to bother you with it. I'm not going to bother you with the fact that I just want to inflict violence on you because I hate you and myself and everybody in this fucking place. That's what it's like to have depression, you know? And the thing is like when people think that it's just so easy to just eliminate all the negative thoughts from your head, I think that's great. And I think I envy people who have it that easy. All I'm trying to say right now, more than anything, is don't talk shit. Do not talk shit about shit you don't know anything about. Alright? Get informed. Okay? Watch this video, pass it along, let other people know. I'm not angry, and other depressed people out there, maybe some, alright? Maybe some people are angry, but not most depressed people aren't envious and angry and just want to murder everybody who can just throw it all away and fucking just make everything happy and nice. You know, maybe there is a slight bit of envy to that, but overall it's just like, it's just not as easy for us as it is for other people. Okay? Just a little bit of understanding and a little bit of research. And don't even just apply that to this. I'm going a little off of my point here. But just be informed. Not just about this, but hey, while I got your attention, be informed about other things. Government, you know, like politics, religion, and, you know, social strife. Just fucking know what you're talking about before you say anything. Before you say some dumb shit like, I'm pretty sure foul play was at foot here. It wasn't. He killed himself, okay? And it's really sad and it's really tragic. But even then, excuse me, let's just celebrate Chris, because it's really fucked up to think about this, but even when he was alive, like every now and again I think about a really great Soundgarden song, but now that he's died, I've realized that, like, man, I don't think there was one Soundgarden single that was released that I didn't like. And the man had a beautiful voice. Like, he had a really great, amazing, he had a beautiful voice. He had an amazing voice. So, but again, I'm going a little bit off of point and topic. Just please do not litter my Facebook with that shit. And like, can we all just for once be level-headed, not be conspiratorial, not be so open to questioning everything that we have to set aside our better judgment. He more than likely had some problems that he didn't want to disclose with the public, and he had issues, and he killed himself, and it's sad, and we can be upset about that, but don't be angry at him for it, and don't be angry at all people who have problems with depression. Okay? Peace and love.